So if you look at the title of this video, you're probably wondering, what does this moron have to say about an Eras tour if he doesn't like Taylor Swift? I don't make Coldplay videos at all, but this was just a random idea I had in mind, which was basically taking the compiling the Music of the Spheres World Tour set list and making it into kind of like an Eras Tour set list, if that makes any sense, while still keeping the main hits that they still play today. So yeah, this is insane clown playing theories, but yeah, this is something that would never ever ever do because some songs they just will never ever play. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be, yeah, it's definitely never gonna happen. Like in our dreams only is when it's gonna happen. So yeah, here's the base set list that they always use. The first act as the opening part of the show. Music of the Spheres and Higher Power, the opening songs from the album. Then you have the hits they're play, the Adventure of a Lifetime, Paradise Scientist. Moving on to the B stage, you have Viva La Vida, Hymn for the Weekend, and then Songbook. If you don't know what Songbook is, I would be very surprised if you don't know what Songbook is. But Songbook is, by the way, I'm negative for COVID now, but I'm still messed up in the throat, so I'm very sorry if I sound very weird right now. So yeah, but Songbook is where Chris basically picks someone from the audience and then invites them up on stage and plays a song for them of their choosing. It's literally Everglow like 90% of the time, and then after that rotational is Charlie Brown is the only song they change out of the set list in every show. The only song, which in my opinion, it's kind of dumb because why would you keep the same set list? Like, mix it up a little bit, like you did in 2023. Then the act ends with Yellow, and then here's Act 3. It's a mix of the biggest hits and Music of the Spheres songs. Human Heart, I don't know why it's still on there. People of the Pride, it's really good, honestly. You have Clocks, The Light Club, which consists of three songs. Actually, now it's two. Infinity Sign and Something Just Like This. My Universe, big hit there, and A Sky Full of Stars ending at that act. And then you go to the C stage for a little bit. What's it called? You have, how do I explain this? Damn. All right, you have Sunrise with Louis Armstrong's like What a Wonderful World speech, and then you have Sparks. It has the better version nowadays. Jumbotron, I don't like that concept. It's a little bit weird, but like they have gone viral because of that song, like I think a few months ago. And then you have Fix You, Feels Like I'm Falling in Love, and All My Love, which honestly is not a good tour closer in my opinion. But that's the base set list. Now, my idea for our parachutes, so we're gonna combine this into series. Like part 1 would be parachutes, part 2 a Rush of Blood, part 3 X and Y and all that. So yeah, we're gonna start off with parachutes right here. The opening act, I feel like it's gonna be the opening. It would be the opening part of the album. Like Don't Panic and Shiver replaces Music of the Spheres and Higher Power. Basically, what the goal here is to replace all the Music of the Spheres songs. Basically, that's the goal I have here. And yeah, not too good start there. I don't know how well Shiver would transition to Adventure of a Lifetime. I'm gonna try and see later on. I don't know how it would work. But yeah, there's the album openers, and then the biggest hits for Act 1, and then Act 2. Same thing, Viva La Vida and Hymn for the Weekend. Trouble is basically the only piano song on Parachutes, outside of Everything's Not Lost, which I'll be using later. But for now, Trouble seems like it's a good fit for Songbook song. And then you have Spies as rotational. Well, I don't even want to call it rotational because, like, Eras Tour. Like, whatever. But Spies, I don't know. I think it goes there. I think it fits there. I haven't looked at this in a while either. I thought of making this video today. I made this whole thing like what, I think a week ago. So I haven't looked at it since then. Yellow, it's just gonna stay there. And then Act 3. This is horrible. I don't know what I cooked up here. Parachutes, honestly, it could have gone to the C stage, but I think it could be a nice transition to the high speed. I have no idea. And then you still have Clocks and Light Club, which honestly would ruin a big amount of flow, especially with an album like Parachutes. I don't know. It feels very weird, especially when you have something just like this in Breakaway, and then you transition that into Everything's Not Lost. That's not the greatest combination, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm trying to see if this could work or not. So, yeah, Parachutes and High Speed, yeah. Replaces Human Heart and People of the Pride, so yeah. And Everything's Not Lost will replace My Universe, so yeah. Why am I making hand motions like this? I have no idea. Moving on to Act 4, you're going to have Sunrise, and then you have Sparks, which has always been on the set list. We Never Change, Good C stage song there. For some reason, Coldplay's gonna always keep Jumbotron no matter what happens. So yeah, and then there's Fix You, and then the closer would be Life Is for Living. Life Is for Living. I was debating either. COVID's messed me up. I was debating either Everything's Not Lost or Life Is for Living for the closer. Ended up going with Life Is for Living because I feel like that packed a bigger punch back in 2003 and 2011. So yeah, I don't know if anyone knows this, but they're actually gonna plan this and they're gonna play this in 2021, and they never did for some reason. Yeah, I'm so pissed off about that still because hearing Life is for Living in 2021 is honestly just a fever dream. But it was planned at one point in 2021. I forgot what show it was. It's in my head. It was a broadcasted show, but they planned to play it and they never did, and we haven't heard it since then. So yeah, but that's my Parachutes set list. If Coldplay made an Eras tour, next episode will be A Rush of Blood to the Head. These videos might be really short because of how quickly I just went through Parachutes. My God. All right. Well, sorry for my voice. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.